Here at Jarama, about 20 miles north of Madrid, it is very hot for round 7 of the 1981 World Championship. Fastest in practice has been Jacques Laffite, the Frenchman, for the third year in succession. Second fastest, Alan Jones in the Williams. Third, his teammate Carlos Reutemann in the Williams. And fourth fastest in the Marlboro MP4, John Watson. Now all ready for 80 laps around this difficult circuit. Watch for the green lights and watch the start. And Laffite's dragging. Reutemann's got away extremely well. Jones has got away even better. There's Derek Daly coming through now. They come up to the first right-hander at Nuvolari. And it's Alan Jones and Reutemann leading Villeneuve with Alain Prost with them. And Jacques Laffite is down. He's only in about 9th position at the first corner. It's Jones in the Williams, Reutemann, Villeneuve, Mario Andretti in 4th place. Alain Prost is 5th and John Watson is 6th. And they stream through this tight, difficult, demanding circuit. Lap record, by the way, 98.2 miles an hour, held by the man who's leading the race, Alan Jones. Now, up round Pegaso towards the right-hander at Ascari, and that's Alain Prost in the Renault, going extremely well from Ascari to Portago, the right-hander. Then they plunge downhill to the S's, which they are at now. Then from the S's, round the left-hander at Bugatti, from Bugatti up to Ascari, the right-hander, to Monza, the right-hander, and Alan Jones is leading on lap 1 in the Williams. The man who needs every point he can get in the World Championship to catch his teammate Reutemann, who's second behind him in the race, with Villeneuve third as they complete the first lap. Mario Andretti in 4th place, Alain Prost in the yellow Renault in 5th position, and Villeneuve is going to take Reutemann. Villeneuve right up to Reutemann, and yes, he's through. Gilles Villeneuve is through into 2nd place on the 2nd lap. And Gilles Villeneuve is not making up any distance on Alan Jones at all at the moment. Alan has driven absolutely magnificently all season, but Alan has not had the best of luck. To only be in 2nd position in the World Championship is very unusual as far as he's concerned. That's Andrea De Cesaris, the young Italian who makes a habit of going off. He went off twice in practice and he's obviously out of the race. De Cesaris out in the Marlboro MP4 and it's lap 8. That's a Williams out of the running. And it's Alan Jones. Alan Jones, the leader, on lap 12. And Villeneuve goes through into the lead. Reutemann goes through now into 2nd position. And now the race is transformed because Alan Jones is in trouble. He's being pushed. He must have made a mistake because the car is obviously all right. Alan Jones is signalling to the marshals to push him. The Scarlet Ferrari of number 27, Gilles Villeneuve, is now in the lead. Prost is 3rd, Andretti is 4th, Piquet is 5th, and John Watson, the Ulsterman in the Marlboro MP4, is in 6th position, as Jean-Pierre Jabouille in the 2nd of the 2 Talbot Matras goes out of the pits. Pironi was 8th, and there he is, off. The back of his car's on fire. That's a turbo fire, a fire in the turbocharger. He's trying to start the car, and he's getting oil burning in the turbocharger, and he's away. Reutemann's race plan seems to be to close up on Villeneuve, harry him, let the French-Canadians see him in his mirrors, move around a bit to make passing manoeuvres, but then drop back a bit and rest. So all the time, Villeneuve is being harried and worried. And behind Alain Prost is John Watson. That is sensational. John Watson is now up into 4th place. I didn't want to say it earlier on, but I saw a puff of dust on the far side of the course. We've seen on our lap charts that Mario Andretti and Nelson Piquet, who were 4th and 5th, have dropped back. Prost off. Alain Prost, the man who was in 3rd position. And that means to say that John Watson will now be moving up into 3rd position, and Jacques Laffite has caught him. Jacques Laffite, the Frenchman who put up pole position time, the fastest lap in practice, is moving up through the field in the Talbot Matra as we watch Gilles Villeneuve, and there is the stricken Renault. And that is Chico Serra, number 21, with John Watson and Lafitte right behind him. This is the battle for third that we're looking at. And Piquet is up with them. Nelson Piquet, who went off the course with Mario Andretti, has not only regained the course, but he's now up into 5th position. Just look at this. And that's Piquet. Nelson Piquet, who I just said was in 5th position, number 5, has done it again, because this is now the 3rd race in succession that Nelson Piquet has gone off and got no points. Another development, another sensational development in this race of changes all the way is that Jacques Lafitte is up into 3rd position ahead of John Watson. Villeneuve is driving an absolutely masterly race. His car, you may think, is the fastest on the course because of the fact that he's leading. That, in fact, is not so around the lap. He was way down in the practice times, and because of that, and the fact that Reutemann could go faster, the other cars behind Reutemann are starting to close on him too. There's Lafitte coming out onto the straight in 3rd position. Watson is 4th. Lafitte getting closer to Reutemann. Reutemann still with Villeneuve, and in 5th position and 6th place. There's De Angelis in the background. It's amazing for the first 5 cars to be as close to each other as they are, as late in a race as long as this one. Each of them is trying to pressure the other into making a mistake. Now there could be a change, because once again, Eliseo Salazar, so new, and Reutemann's trying to take Villeneuve as they come up to, and he fails. Villeneuve either puts his foot down a bit further, or because he's got the line, obliges Reutemann to drop back, but Carlos is challenging very hard now. He desperately wants to get Villeneuve, past Villeneuve, and Lafitte is right with Reutemann, and all 3 of them are bearing down on Salazar, and if Salazar doesn't move over, we could get a change of place. And Lafitte is coming up to take Reutemann, or trying to. He's very close indeed, and he's through. Villeneuve now has got a new man pressurising him, Jacques Lafitte. Out of the tunnel bend in the minute they come, and look at John Watson. He looks as though he's going to the pits, but he doesn't. He surges past Reutemann. An incredible passing manoeuvre. I thought he was going into the pits at colossal speed, but he wasn't. He was pulling over to take Reutemann and Salazar at the same time, and I bet that inside that helmet, Carlos Reutemann must be absolutely livid, because he timed it wrong. He did not take Salazar at the right moment. John Watson saw his chance and he took it. And Lafitte going through on the inside as they come up towards tunnel. Well, this is incredible. Jacques Lafitte now can see the chance of his 5th Grand Prix victory in front of him, and the Talbot seems to me to be every bit as quick as the Ferrari as they go down the straight, pursued by Watson 3rd and Reutemann in 4th position. And there is De Angelis. It's not the 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th cars that we're looking at together now. It is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, because that is Elio De Angelis. I can confidently say that no Grand Prix in the history of motor racing has had 5 men as close to each other, with the possible exception of one of the Italian Grand Prix at Monza in the past, but that was a very different kind of circuit to this one. Jarama is a real driver's circuit, and there are 5 real drivers out there now, practically wheel to wheel, in after all the closing stages of the race. Now 135 miles an hour up to Ascari. They've got less than half a lap to go, and Villeneuve leads. Lafitte 2nd, Watson 3rd, Reutemann 4th, De Angelis 5th. In the background, Nigel Mansell in 6th position. Down through the S's, into Bugatti, 1st gear. Now up into 2nd, 3rd, 4th gear, stay in 4th, and Lafitte is going to try and take him on the last corner, but 1. Now it's Lafitte is right up alongside him. He's into the last corner. Now he lines it up. Villeneuve lines it up, gets his foot down, and Gilles Villeneuve wins a fantastic drive, resisting pressure all the way. One of the finest drives I have ever seen in Grand Prix racing, and so ends a magnificent Spanish Grand Prix. And in 2 weeks, the French Grand Prix at Dijon, and I'm sure it will keep up the excitement of Grand Prix racing in 1981 after a magnificent Spanish Grand Prix.